dress up a spot. Yeah.
Jeepers, creepers, the gators got measles. Shit, I fucked up the bank, bought a rose gold shank. Yeah.
No realer than this. Up with the assist, we hit us a lick. Slamming a bitch. I went and got rich, my necklace gliss.
Yeah, 200 a fist, 100 my bitch, I'm real as a kid. Talking that shit. I hope you kissed and hugged all your kids.
They hit up my mans, they caught him down bad.
What's up, guys? It's like third video for the day. Don't know when they're actually gonna get posted, but I had time today to make some videos that I've been wanting to make, so that's what we're doing. So today I thought we would make a video about the glorious Odin. Yes, another video on the Odin. But there has been a lot of issues as of late, especially over the last week or so. And my buddy Lux, I'll actually link his YouTube in my description, has put up a couple videos of his own in depth about some issues that he's had and some things he's done to fix his. Maybe you're having some of the problems. Maybe you give him some love and see if his things fix your problems. So we're gonna just dive into some known issues and concerns and just some follow-ups of my matte and my glossy, because I've extensively used them at this point. So I feel like even though I did a review on it, I feel like I can give a follow-up and just give you what concerns have been out there. Is there a fix for it? And what is maybe your concerns? Link them in the comments. Tell me what problems you're having if it's something I haven't listed. So let's jump over to them, take a look at them, and I'll just give you like what the cons have been, what people have been reporting. And I just want to gauge from my community, because I know a lot of you guys got Model O's. How many of you guys had problems or the same problems, or if you had a different problem than what I listed? So let's take a look at them and just go over what we got. Okay, boys, there they are in all their glory. Now, before I even start with any of this, this is just an informational video. If you were having problems with your Model O, what I've said, what I've done, what other people have done. This is in no way, shape or form, a video to talk bad about the mouse, because I've said it several times and I've said it on my stream several times. I think the mouse, bang for the buck, is the best thing you're gonna get. I think they did a phenomenal job with it. And like any mouse that comes out, no matter if you've been making mice for 20 years, you're gonna have some issues, okay? And that's all this video is. It's just to cover some of the issues. Some aren't as bad as others, but I just wanted to get this information out because I've had mine for a while now and I've talked to several people that have had them. So that's all we're covering, okay? So now that we got all that out of the way, so I didn't want to get any comments about how I hate Glorious, because I have a ton of their products, so I just wanted to let you guys know that. So the issue one that we're gonna go over is cable crackling. It's almost like a glue sound, and it's in these cables. And I can feel it even when I'm doing it here. You could feel like a glue almost crackle issue. Now Lux was able to, in one of his videos, actually straighten the wire out. And from what I'm told, it took him a while to do it. But again, his link is in my description. You can see how he did it in his video. So that has been an issue with both of my mice, as well as I'm assuming now several people, because they've had that issue. Now, I discussed it lightly in my video, which is the mouse 1 and the mouse 2 wobble. Now my glossy mouse didn't have any issues. There's no wobble, there's no nothing. This was perfect. My matte has horrible wobble on the mouse 1 and 2. From the majority of people that I've spoke with, the mouse wobble on 1 and 2 seems to be more active on the matte versions than the glossy. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's the extra glossy finish that they put makes it to where it avoids that wobble. That I'm not sure on, okay? So don't quote me on that. I have had a couple people that said that their glossy had wobble as well, but there's that. Now, Rgb Lights, I've noticed that if you put it on a solid color, and again, all these things that I'm talking about, I've backed up with other people with this mouse. If you put it on a solid color, it kind of bleeds out the light of the RGB. I think it's been talked about on a few channels. I'm not really 100% on that, but again, just giving you my experiences. The RGB on single colors does kind of bleed out and doesn't match the colors correctly. And again, that's probably just a thing that they're gonna fix later down the road, but it is something to talk about when you do a single color. Now, I have had two specific instances, and I have reached out to the individuals that told me about this, and I did see that they were telling me the truth. Now, what I don't know about what I'm about to talk about is how hard they were pressing in or what they were doing, but the side buttons, actually one of their side buttons completely pushed in and stuck. They did contact Glorious about it, and they did offer them an RMA, so that was fine. Glorious has fantastic customer service. So just know that depending on your specific unit that you get, you may have issues with those side buttons. Now, Glorious themselves did say that in July, their products are going to have better walls. And what I mean by the better walls is the actual side panels. If you push them in hard enough, it will actually cause side clicks on your side buttons. And again, Glorious said that July shipments should fix that. So my thought is, if you do have a mouse that you're going to RMA, should you just wait till July and RMA it? Because if you do look at their website, they're back ordered until like July 15th or something. My guess is that's the new batch that's coming out. So I would say wait till then and do your RMA on that. So those are the quick hitters that I've had. I have personally found more enjoyment out of my glossy than I have my matte, which is kind of unfortunate for me because I usually prefer a matte mouse. My hands do not sweat or perspire. But I just don't like the feel of the glossy mouse, and I actually do prefer the feel of my matte black. But for me personally, the wobble is too much for me to even use it. It's not bad in any retrospect, and it's definitely playable, and there's probably no actual issues with it. But for me, I'm very sensitive to that button wobble, and it drives me nuts, so I always find myself going back to the glossy version of it. So hopefully these things helped you in some way with going over what may or may not be considered an RMA issue. I did speak to a couple people that contacted Glorious about their M1 and M2 button wobble, and Glorious told them that it was not enough tolerance, I think is the word that they used, for them to do an RMA. So I don't even think Glorious is actually going to RMA the mouse on the button wobble. If I'm wrong and you've gotten one through Glorious, let me know in the comments and let me know how they, what you said or what happened, because the people that I've talked to said that that's a no-go on the button wobble. So again, link to Lux's channel's in there too. He went over some of these things as well. I don't want to take any shine from him because he did cover some of this stuff as well. So I just wanted to give you my 2 cents on that. We'll flip back to me, finish it up, and then get your thoughts. All right, guys, that's all I have on the Model O. Just wanted to do a super quick update on some of the issues that you may or may not be having with your mouse, things that you can do to correct them. There are several things that you can do. Also remember, I did touch it on in my other video, but if you did want to paracord this thing, the Zowie pin connector is the exact same. So if you have an old paracorded laying around, or you have a Zowie mouse that is paracorded already, you can swap it to this mouse too. If you just, that crackling is just annoying, and I just hate the way the cable looks on that mouse, but that's besides the point. So like, comment, subscribe. In the comments, let me know if you got your Odin, if you had any of these issues that were described. What did you do to fix it? Did you contact Glorious about an RMA, and what did they tell you? Because I'm really trying to get as much feedback as humanly possible so I can inform my viewers and also let my stream, because I have a lot of people on the stream ask me about the Model O, if I'm having any issues, what I've done to correct them, so on and so forth. So again, not a hate video. I actually think the mouse is fantastic, and I think they're going to get better and better and better, especially for their first mouse. Hats off to you. You guys did a wonderful, wonderful job, but we wouldn't be doing our jobs if we didn't point out what may or may not be happening and how to maybe fix them. So again, that's all I have for you guys. Stay positive, be yourselves, don't believe the hype train, use what is comfortable for you and love it. That's all I got, guys. Thanks.